Here we go. Florian Wirtz to Liverpool. Done deal, according to Fabrizio Romano. When he says here we go, we know what that means. Liverpool are going to get their man for 150 million euros, around about 127 million pounds sterling, according to reports with all the add-ons in. But they are committing at least 100 million pounds. And listen, I've been very vocal with my neutral hat on that this is a fantastic player. This is a top player that Liverpool are getting. It shows the market they're shopping in. It shows how hungry they are. But let's cut to the chase. Now we know what type of money's been on the table, because this is a couple of bids in now. We're going to need to see some results. I think it's going to be very interesting to see how he's judged, what the level of scrutiny is. Liverpool are a top team, and no doubt in my mind will be going for the title again next year. That wasn't a fluke. That wasn't just a one-off. They're going to be strong. Look at the signings they're making, and this Florian Wirtz deal is massive. But just the caveat to that, because we have to keep things fair here on a Football Flex. We have to be neutral and talk about all things, yeah? We need to see some Bruno numbers from this guy. We need to see what? Mateus Cunha numbers. We need to see damn near Eze numbers, Morgan Rogers numbers. We need to see impact from Florian Wirtz. Now, Liverpool fans, you'll probably be very comfortable with this. Absolutely no problem with that, because he's a top talent. And I would say that Arne Slot as well is a good manager. But it's just when these things happen, you have to expect it, Liverpool fans. This ain't trying to hate. This ain't trying to, bring down your signing. Okay, I don't do that. I'll say it as it is. I'll call it as it is. I think he's a top player. And I've said many times, if he gets it right and he plays to the level that he can and fits into this Liverpool team seamlessly after a little bit of a bedding period, he could be top 5 players in the league. One of, attacking players. Or, certainly in the top 10, you expect that for that type of money. But you get my drift. He could be a top player in this division and have a big say on Liverpool's success. But us, while it's going on, and you Liverpool fans, all I want is fairness. All right? It's not tribal over here. Okay? We speak sense and we speak calm and rational. It's fair to say for 100 million pounds down on the table, guaranteed, plus more in add-ons, total package about 127 million pounds. We'll wait to see the exact figure, but it's significant. It's fair to say that is obviously going to come with expectation. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to flop. I'm not saying, oh my God, how have they spent this much money on him? Listen, he's worth what Bayer Leverkusen say he's worth, and he's worth what you're willing to pay. He was willing to pay the money. And as like we've seen with a lot of top signings, no one speaks about Caicedo's price tag anymore. No one speaks about Declan Rice's price tag anymore. In fact, Arsenal fans keep saying that they didn't pay enough for Declan Rice. He's that good, 105 million pounds. So also there's a way where no one even talks about Florian Wirtz's price tag, because he comes and does the business. But people talk about the players that don't live up to the expectation of big price tags. That's how football goes. People talk about Mykhailo Mudryk. People talk about Antony. People talk about Jack Grealish, even though he did win the treble at Man City, but the 100 million price tag wasn't fulfilled. People talk about Nicolas Pepe back in the day. People talk about Kepa when he was 75 million. Do you know what I'm saying? It's what happens. So Liverpool fans, don't get in your feelings. Not that you will, but the ones who might come in the comments and be like, you need to leave us alone. No. We're just talking. Don't get defensive. Just please see this for what this is. Top player. But it shows the level of intent, and it shows the level of commitment that Liverpool have been willing to put down for Florian Wirtz. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, Liverpool fans. Correct me if I'm wrong, please do. This is uncharacteristic for you guys, isn't it? Like spending this type of money on one player, especially a young player. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing, but this comes with risk, right? This comes with, the Bundesliga tax. It's different here. He's young. But I think he's got bags of ability. I personally think I don't think he'll go down as, oh my God, what the hell happened? They spent this much money on him. What will happen, I will tell you this from now, and I'll be part of it during the season when we're more tribal, especially over on United View. When every team plays against him, all the rival fans, when Man United play against you, when Arsenal do, when you're involved in them big games with Man City and Chelsea and all the big games or whatever, when other players start having better games than him or start doing better numbers, we're gonna see what it means. We know that it's already happened with Portugal against Germany when Bruno Lille broed him. Like, that's just what happens. So be prepared for that. But ultimately, Liverpool fans just need to worry about whether he fits into your team or not, whether he's successful or not, whether he's effective or not, and is the team still winning? It's not just about one player. Obviously, look, if it doesn't quite work out and he doesn't have as much as an impact as you might have thought, but you guys are still first and in the title race, it's not really that deep. But it will be spoken about because it is a lot of money, and he's coming with a lot of expectation. And the reason why he's coming with a lot of expectation isn't just because the money you put on him, isn't just because he's going to Liverpool. It's because he's very good. He's a top draw player, and it's mouthwatering to think what he could do in the Premier League. So I just think that for me, I'm setting my stalls out that I think he'll be good. I don't think he's going to flop and be absolutely horrendous, but I'm going to have that open discussion, and we're all going to be pushing that open discussion to discuss him fairly, because he needs to have some level of, I say, instant impact. Well, for that type of money, you expect it. You expect him to walk into the team and you visibly see how good he is straight away. But football is football, right? It's not played on paper and with numbers. It's played on the pitch. So, you know, we can't be naive enough to think that he's going to need time to adapt. He's going to need time to make things happen. He's going to need time to you know, get his feet under the carpet like any player does. But sometimes you get players who hit the ground running and they absolutely smash it. So, top signing. Am I shocked that they've spent this much money? 150 million euros. If you do the pounds thing, I worked that out to be about 127 million pounds. So it's the best part of 130 million pounds. I think that's with all of the add-ons included. What we've seen reported, to just because I hate when people overinflate the numbers to make it sound worse. Again, I'm not trying to run no agenda. I think a lot of the reports are saying it's 100 million pounds guaranteed. So that's sort of the upfront, or I don't know the structure of the deal, but that's a guaranteed payment, and the rest in add-ons. So that 27 million can be comprised in add-ons, and it's a definite done deal, but they're still working out what that basically looks like with the add-ons included and who's going to pay what and when and the structure of the deal. But we're talking a total package of 127 million pounds minimum, it looks like. So I don't know, Liverpool fans, is that too much? Are you worried now? I want to know what you guys are saying, Liverpool fans. Are you worried that, you know, this isn't really what your club does, and now it's happened, you're going to be in a position where you know you have to get the best out of him, otherwise it's too much of a loss? Or are you just happy to see FSG and the decision makers at Liverpool show intent? Do you know what I'm saying? Go strong and say, we want this player. You're coming to the champions, and flex your muscles. You're flexing your muscles. You got peas, you got bread, you got a war kitty, and you're going in for the top players. So is this just another sign that Liverpool ain't come to play? Another sign that Liverpool ain't messing about. If they want someone, they're getting them. No one ain't turning them down right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, you're turning down bids for Luis Diaz of big P's to go to Saudi as well. You're like, no, he ain't going nowhere. You know what I mean? Or was it, sorry, Barcelona as well? He ain't going nowhere. So at the same time, you're spending big money, but you're also refusing big money because you're like, our squad is our squad. And that shows me that you're taking the football side seriously. Like, you're on dominating. You're on competing in the Champions League and winning that ASAP. You're on retaining the Premier League title ASAP. You're not messing about. Which one does it show you, Liverpool fans? I want to know what you guys are saying. And neutral fans as well. What are you guys saying? Liverpool dropping 150 euros on Florian Wirtz. Deal is basically done. Here we go. Let me know how you think the sign is going to go. Is it going to be a hit, or is it going to be a miss? I'm out of here. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Smash a like on this video as well. Take care, guys. Peace.